The Outer Hebrides are famous for its white sandy beaches and turquoise waters, but the islands have so much more to offer. Stunning roadside locks, raging wild seas and fantastic mountains. And when the conditions are right, with the low hanging cloud, the atmosphere is just unreal. Today we head out to a small but very beautiful piece of coastline on the Isle of Lewis.
So welcome back to another video. Today we are on the Isle of Lewis, about maybe 40 minutes from home, just exploring the cliffs. So just today the weather was forecast for actually sort of clear skies, quite bright sunshine, but we've got some very atmospheric clouds. So we've got layers of blues, of whites, and of sort of angry, moody skies as well. So we're just literally going to walk along the edge here and further round just to see what we can find. And the first thing that we've come across is just this little bay here, and I really like the colour of the rocks, the orange rock. We've got so much texture and structure and shape, detail within those sides of the cliff there as a lead out. The colour of the water, as always, is that stunning blue-green colour. And we've actually got quite a bit of movement as well, which is lovely. So I've tried, we were just over actually at Manchester Sea Stacks and was experimenting with a couple of different shutter speeds. So a 10-stop ND, a 6-stop and a 3-stop, just to see what that effect was giving us when you get the tide that's like this. But this view is lovely. We've got a nice little bit of sky out. So I've dropped in just a reverse grad just to try and bring that sky down a little bit, and a polarizer. And it's giving me a second on the shutter. So yeah, a nice little first shot to start. So we just walked about 30 yards a little bit further up. And the first thing that drew my eye was this rugged old fence that's just leading down literally to the edge of the cliff. So by coming a little bit further round, this bay opens up and the light is quite nice. It's sort of, we haven't got any direct light, but the sky's quite lovely and there's quite a lot of drama and mood, which is perfect for this sort of a scene, with the sea just as it is now. So I'm shooting with a 14 to 30 mil, so I'm getting a really wide scene. I'm capturing all of the edge of this cliff and through into the right hand side of this, and then even getting a little bit of the headland just out there. The fence, just one thing I needed to make sure was that I had a little bit of separation with the fence between sort of the actual post and the rock, the cliff edge on the right. So moved around a little bit just to try and make sure that I was getting that, although I had to compromise on the composition a little bit. But what might be interesting is to put both images up just to show you and maybe let you have a think what you see. But we're going to take a wander. There's a nice group of rocks just further down that hopefully we can make something of, and there is another little bay just over there, so we're going to have a wander and see what we can find. So we scrambled over these boulders and just to the edge here, but I don't really want to go much further. Some of the little rocks and boulders are quite unstable. But the colour of the water here just looks so beautiful. And the way that it's just gently just running up the side of the cliff looks amazing. So I really like a clean shot, and this feels very messy because of the boulders. So I've tried to take as clean an image as I can. This group of rocks here is quite dominant, but I've tried to balance it out on the other side with just this little bit of a rock that's creeping in. We've got all of these textures and colours of the boulders in between, and then leading out to that beautiful view. So yeah, again, I've taken a couple at a second. I've just taken an image at 30 seconds using the 6-stop. So yeah, we'll just see maybe when we get back home how they look. It's all about the textures of the water and your preference really. But again, as I always say, it's nice to have the choice. Oh wow, this is just absolutely stunning. The waves are coming in and sort of almost standing up on themselves out to sea just before they smash into the edge of the cliff over there. I've never seen a wave do that before. Mesmerising. So yeah, we've come away from that really rocky sort of foreground. I'm sure there's probably so many different compositions there, but I think for the first time coming out, I always like to be safe and make sure that we're not going to end up falling off over the cliff. So we've just literally again walked maybe a minute up the way, and again we've got this nice arched shape of the cliffs with the rocks just sitting beautifully at the edge, nothing complicated, and looking out again to that same view but from different viewpoints. You can get such different compositions. So I think we are going to get some rain coming through. You can sort of see the rain out to sea just coming over, and you can feel it in the air a little bit. So this might be the last couple of shots that we take, but it's been lovely, so nice. So yeah, I'm going to try one more shot just a bit further round, looking down, and hopefully we can set a composition up before the rain comes through. So the winds are picking up and the rain is definitely coming in, so I think we're going to call it for today. But we've made our way over to the location that we actually set out to come and photograph, but really wanted to explore the cliffs, which we have, but we was hoping to end up at this point. So what we will do is we will come back here and make another video, because I think the thing is that people go to a location like Manchester because it is spectacular. You know, it's absolutely fantastic. I remember sort of, was it last year when we came over in the van saying I'd seen a photograph of it in a book and my jaw dropped and wanted to come over and have a look. And rightly so. But if you just take your time and walk maybe 5, 10, 50 minutes away from there,
There's more again.
there's so much more to see, and it's absolutely spectacular. Look at that. Wow. Absolutely amazing. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed our little look around the cliffs on the Isle of Lewis today. Thanks very much for watching. Take care. Adios.
If you're looking for a new pair of photography gloves, Valorette have a fantastic range, which not only keep your hands warm, but they also allow you to use your camera without having to remove them, using the fold-back magnetic thumb and index finger on both gloves. You can get free shipping when you use the code Warner-Tate, and we'll leave a link in the description. If you'd like to join us on a one-to-one photography session or small group workshop, head over to warnertatephotography.com where you can find more information on how to book.